Today's the deadline for our state senators to vote on bills that the House passed earlier in the session.
So this year's legislative session is winding down with likely a little more than a week to go. 13 News State House reporter Emily Longnecker has been there all session. She joins us now with the latest on these two bills. Emily?
Well, the first bill dealt with firearms training for teachers in school districts where teachers are allowed to have guns. The second bill dealt with bullying and how victims can get relief. Teachers in some Indiana school districts already bring guns to school, but only if their school board has said it's okay and they have training. House Bill 1177 would give those teachers a specific handgun training curriculum and money from the state to pay for it. Teachers wouldn't be required to be armed, only if they volunteered and their district approved. Teachers would be required to have 40 hours of the specified training and undergo a psychological evaluation first. If the proposed bill becomes law, the list of which teachers had guns at school would be kept confidential, even from police. Something the bill's opponents say would put teachers in danger. Supporters say arming teachers would keep kids safer if there was a school shooting.
This bill is an acknowledgement that every day we're sending our teachers and our kids into a war zone, into a life or death situation, and all we can offer is 40 hours of training and maybe some thoughts and prayers.
And these kids' lives are precious. And we got to quit worrying about the gun. We got to think about the human component. That's what we're dealing with. We have a meanness in our society, an evilness in the society.
House Bill 1177 passed by a vote of 42-8. The Senate also passed a bill that addresses bullying in schools. House Bill 1483 would require schools to report bullying to parents of the victim and perpetrator within 5 days of the reported incident. Under the proposed law, schools would be able to determine the severity of the bullying and whether the victim or the alleged perpetrator should change schools. The bill received bipartisan support with a vote of 41-9. And because the Senate made changes to both of these bills, they now have to go back to the House, where lawmakers there must decide if they agree with those changes. At the State House, Emily Longnecker, 13 News.